Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 2 of the other video I had previously posted on how I got into the alternative scene. Um, I know that there's a lot of gatekeeping going on, and I do believe that comes from people that have been discriminated against in the past who identify as goth, punk, or emo, or any form of punk or goth. Um, I discovered goth when I was in high school. For me, it started with the fashion and then the music. Like most people who know only these bands and no other bands, The Cure and Susie and the Banshees, I think Susie and the Banshees is great. I like Susie Q. I like her style. I also like Robert Smith. Um, but I also like grunge. I also discovered grunge when I was in high school. I discovered bands like Nirvana and Soundgarden. You know, Chris Cornell. Rest in peace to both of them, Kurt Cobain and Chris Cornell. Uh, I also discovered new metal new metal music, like bands with Limp Bizkit, Slipknot, and Korn. Um, I also discovered the fashion. This when I first discovered goth. One of my friends in high school, I don't know if she still is goth, but she definitely was dressing goth. Most likely she listened to the music, but to me, that was something interesting. To me, I thought it was pretty cool. And it really is sad how there's a lot of gatekeeping going on. Like, does it really matter what comes first? Like, for me, the fashion came first and then the music. You know, some of the songs from The Cure, I like some of their songs. I have, like, top 5 songs that I like. And then, of course, I discovered other bands, like, of course, Soundgarden and Nirvana, My Chemical Romance, Green Day, Sleeping with Sirens, The Smashing Pumpkins, all a bunch of bands that a lot of people know about, and even to some newer bands. I also discovered around this time Black Veil Brides and a bunch of other bands that some people don't like. One of those bands being Black Veil Brides. um, Also, some of my other newer favorite bands. They may not be new to other people, but they're new to me. TX2, The Hunt, other bands, and other female bands like The Warning. The Warning is one of my favorite bands, where it's mostly made up of women. I also listen to other music. I don't just listen to rock or heavy metal. I listen to J-rock, Japanese rock music, One OK Rock, Bandmade, Garugamesh. I listen to some K-pop artists. BTS, one of my favorites. I like Britney Spears. I like Christina Aguilera. You know, I don't just listen to certain genres of music. You can listen to other genres of music. It's okay. It's not a big deal to me. So whoever tells you you can't, they're obviously gatekeeping it, and they're too busy living in the past. Um, I also noticed that a lot of people uh, have their own style of fashion when it comes to dressing alternative, whether you identify as a goth or punk or whatever. Me, I just say I'm alternative. You know, like you can be your own individual. A lot of people don't talk about that, which is kind of sad because that's what it is for me, being your own individual. Not giving a fuck about what people think or say about you in society. Ever since I was a kid, for the longest time, I'm one of those people that pretty much, didn't give a shit about what people think or say about them. I did not care in high school. I did not care in middle school, and I don't care now. All those people, half of the people that either bullied you or made fun of you in school, guess what? They're the ones that are going to turn out to have a shitty life. They're the ones that are going to turn out to be not so happy in the world. And they're going to pretty much be a loser. Like, oh, you thought you were all that in high school, but 5, 6 years later, you're the one looking like a loser and a bum. So don't worry about those people who make fun of you. They're the ones who are going to be working some 9 to 5 job that they don't even like. But they stay because of the pay. And it means a lot to me to see diversity in the alternative scene, but it is also problematic because of the gatekeeping and the ignorance and the closed-mindedness. So, I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video. Sorry this was short, but it will be worth it. Later.